Welcome back to Ogden Survival. Today I want to go over with you guys a survival water bottle pack. This is just a 32 ounce nalgene bottle. For me, this bottle's about 10 years old, but found out came a couple extra uses for it. I got this wonderful carabiner for rock climbing attached to it, because you never know if you have to do any climbing or pull something, or just having a carabiner to hook stuff on. It's really great to have. In here I have a multitude of items. One of the biggest things I have, not biggest things, but more important things, is I have a bandana. Multiple uses. These can be used for carriers. I'll put charcoal in there. You have an instant water filter to purify water into your bottle with charcoal in between. All have good things. Bandanas, I don't have to explain that too much. Extra first aid bandages and whatnot. Next thing a lot of people like to have is cordage. Right here is 50 foot of 550 paracord. You never know when you need it, and I think that's more than plenty enough. Digging further into this, I have a little Walmart bag, something that's going to be quite useful for hauling extra stuff, gathering items, or if I have to use my water bottle for actual water, I have it. I have a bunch of random stuff in here, so a little thing of flint and steel. This little steel thing has a little saw blade on it, so you never know when you need flint and steel to help start a fire. Let's see here. I have this packed pretty strangely. I have a little, what is this? A Streamlight, micro Streamlight flashlight. I love these little flashlights. They have a little reverse clip on them. Put on a hat, takes one AAA battery. This one still has the battery. Really should take that out for long-term storage for my water bottle. But having a flashlight is always important when it starts to get darker out. Next is I have my knife that I carry. I have another tenacious Spyderco with a serrated edge that's in here, because having a good knife is always very important to have. Then where I live, I have a stick of 100% DEET, excellent bug repellent. Put on exterior clothes, helps keep jiggers, mosquitoes, ticks away. Yeah, I live in the Midwest region, so bug dope is very important to have. Another important thing is hand sanitizer. So if you don't have any access to soap or anything, this small kit having a little thing of hand sanitizer is perfect. Hand sanitizer also doubles as a fire starter because of the alcohol in it. Great thing, another great thing to have. In here is I have an ancient Leatherman. It's a Leatherman super tool. Can't tell you how old it is. I found this a long time ago on a camping trip. But having a multi-tool, backup multi-tool is great. You never know when you'll need one. See what other fine goodies are in here today. Magnesium and flint to help go with the fire starting. Very nice to have. Most people forget about this item. This right here is a knife sharpener. I can sharpen, these little slots allow me to sharpen scissors. I have a fishhook sharpener. This has a ceramic and carbide. This also has different bits on it to help repair, tighten a knife. This is something most people forget, is a way to sharpen a knife when they're out doing stuff, or if they need a quick hit on a dull blade. This is something everybody should carry. Not many people realize they need to carry one. So I'm glad I remember putting one of those in there. See, next what I have in there are water purification tablets. backup way, since it's not a metal container, this is a quick way to purify water, and this will last me quite a while doing so. Then in here, it's like it's not quite a big lighter, but it's an electronic little lighter that I've worked a little bit to get a bigger flame out of. So just for when it's more windy and I'm not wasting a butane or like a normal lighter or so like that. Next is a pretty important item, because if you gotta take a little survival kit wherever you go, if I can get it out. A Mylar blanket. These things are excellent to create a firewall to reflect heat back at you. Or another big thing a lot of people don't realize is when you're injured and your body starts going into shock, you want to treat shock. And normally, like covering them up with something good, only in like cold weather. Also doubles in for good help for making a shelter. Let's see here. My last item, this is going to be a little tricky to get out. How I put all this in here, I have no idea. Just fighting me here. Oh, come on. Alright, come on. I want to rip this. Come on. Almost there. Come on. Man, this was a nice little bag. But what I have in here is a poncho. Believe it or not, a 99-cent poncho from the dollar store or from Walmart. Excellent, excellent for rain protection, or between the Mylar blanket and that, you have instant shelter with the cordage, you have fire starting, you even have a container to hold your water in with at least one way of water purification. So, yeah, this kit has many uses. You can take this kit. I have this kit in part of my EDC bag I have every day. Not just my EDC kit I have on me at all times. I have a bag that I use for my everyday carry. This can come with me in my bag. Or another great thing is that I can alternate this into my main bug out bag. Yes, it is a redundancy factor on a few items, but it's always good to have a few backup items. And some of this extra stuff, if I wanted to, let's say I have one too many extra multi-tools with me. I can't tell you what you can trade for it, but in case you have to trade for it, you can get some pretty good things with a multi-tool if somebody doesn't have it. Food, gasoline, pure water, can't tell you how much that. And just for some sanitary purposes, hand sanitizer, if you trade it this way, I think you're a little crazy to do so. But just this basic set is excellent to have. I recommend everybody should maybe look into making a small little survival kit. Mine's a water survival kit. I don't do like the Altoids cans. They're perfect little survival kits you can carry on an EDC every day. But for my applications, it doesn't work very well. Because I am a college student, I do travel a lot with my school bag. And my school bag is my EDC bag. I still am able to carry on my books, and it's not a very big bag as you'd think it would be. But having a water bottle, if I so choose, that has all my survival stuff in it, along with my little EDC pouch I did in a previous video, there's nothing, or what's on my person, there's nothing I can't handle within 72 hours besides getting actual food and water. But beyond that, these kits would help in, if I had everything put together plus my special bag, I could pretty much never come home with what I have. I'll have enough to survive more than the average Joe, plus also all my skill from bushcrafting and bunch of camping and whatnot has also come in handy over the years. Pretty much since I've been about 10 years old, I've been out in the woods making fires, camping. I can't tell you how many hours of camping. I've been on long backpacking treks. My longest backpacking trek was about 50 miles along Lake Superior. Great hike, loved it. So the only thing I did, I carried way too much stuff. I carried a 70-pound bag on it with me, and I weighed about 180 at the time. Yeah, you don't want to carry that much weight. But I can get more of that information in a different video. But just having the skills and being able to have the minimal amount of stuff is always great to have. This right here is just, it's a morale booster, having all this extra stuff when is needed. So other than that, I'd like to say thank you again for joining in Nalgene Survival, and I'll see you soon.